Tournament is on 48. Back into the series. Bangladesh have won only 3 games in Sri Lanka. In 26 games. Here in two previous games, 1 each. But in terms of series at home, the last 5 years, Sri Lanka have won 10 out of 12. Against India in 2021. Clever. That's playing the field really, really well. Playing the field well, Charita Sri Lanka. There's only field outside, like in front of square. Nature, but the ball was turning away. Really safe shot. Up at the ASP Madas in the second ODI, almost a similar field. Charita Sri Lanka against ASP Mirage, who had been on in the circle. Played with the ego of the batter. Usually Charita Sri Lanka loves to go mid-wicket, loves to go over long on. He was challenged in the previous game. India, he held out to mid-on, and similarly today, ASP Mirage has got the mid-on in the circle. That's, I think it's good. Process for process. I like the way ASP Mirage thinks. That's bouncing. Sri Lanka looking for that single. The ball, for me, it's holding just a wee bit and bouncing. It's not on the slower side, but it's not one of those pitches that's killing through. Tennis ball bounce, fair to say? Yeah, Sanjeev Gamage will be out there for a concussion test on Charita Sri Lanka as this hits the arm and hits the throat or the visor. The last game we were talking about, and Premadasa mid on in the circle. The delivery of Shamim Hussain and straight to Tanvir Islam. Most teams against Charita Sri Lanka will like to go mid-wicket long on, have it behind petrol in the boundary, not with ASP Mirage. Similar field settings. Sanjeev Gamage will be a couple of tests. Should be okay. Wasn't that hard the ball hit his bill or the throat? This is a big innings for Charita Sri Lanka. Home a series. Looking at Sri Lanka's approach in the previous 2 ODIs, slightly cautious, I would think. Team, the loose balls. But what we wait for in Sri Lanka is these beautiful pictures in various parts of the island. 1 hour drive, you get to experience very different terrains. Sri Lanka is all right. We're good to go. Over number 11 to 40, only 4 fielders. A maximum of 4 left outside the circle, and Bangladesh have those 4. And a very fine square leg. In wicket, the point on the boundary and long off. Nicely bowled by Mehdi. 108 for 3. too big. A pretty consistent those towers. Tanzim for his second over this pair. That will be 50. Kusal Mendes. A very different knock. Here he takes 58 deliveries. That's big cash. Well, 7 fours. His 35th 50 in ODIs and his 6th against Bangladesh. But he's got to make sure he cannot throw it away like a couple of days ago. Timely knock, responsible knock. Just the start. He knows the job is not done yet. Seeing the ball really well is important. But he started good. Should be runs with a ricochet. They'll get the extra run, a bit of fielding. It comes back to her. And when Chan forces the umpire, you have a look. You never know how close these can be. But there's no real excitement from the fielders. Square of the wicket. The bowlers, the fielders, director. Run out review. Review for run out. At the batting end. Back is grounded. Before the wheels are off, I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen. Oh, that was a pretty easy decision. No wonder, no excitement at all. Everyone's ready to go. Crowd building. Nice cool breeze. That will be good to have. Oh, beauty. That was a beauty. I think that dragged away ever so slightly. Missing the fielder at mid-wicket. Enough moment to keep the bowler interested. Slipped away from the left hand, squared him up. Beautiful length, good pace at 134.7 by Tanzim. Right throughout the series, the aggression is top-notch. And Hannibal, both umpires keeping it close.
ডেইলি অন্তত আমি যেভাবে ডেইলি 3-4টা করি না আমি ওই ভালো একজন ইউটিউবারে জিজ্ঞেস করছি তো ভাই এডিতে সফল হতে আপনি ডেইলি যেটা আমরা নিউজ করেন ডেইলি 3-4টা আপলোড করতে কোনো ভিউ চাই না কোনো কেউ দেখেন না তো কোনো ভিউ মাতে কামাই না ওই ইউটিউবে আমরা রিডার একবারে সবাই করে নিয়ে যায় দেখবে যে ভিউ যদি আমরা সফলতা 6 মাসে কোশ্চেন দিতে ভালো একটা মজা এরপর দেখবেন যে আপনার কিছু কোনো লাগবে না একটা নিউজ করলে আপনার এটা মানুষে দেখতে লাগে মোবাইলে না বিশাল আর আমরা এটা তো তো ইয়ে লাগে না ই কিলে ইয়ে না খাইয়ে না না ওয়াইফাই দিয়ে দিতে আরে আমরা ইতনে আইয়ে না না এনে ফোরন দিলে আওয়াজ যায় ভাবতাম করলে 20 টাকা 30 টাকা কি লাভ দিতে 100 টাকা করে দিবি করলে আমার আছে না
আমি প্রায় টাইমে খেয়াল করছি ভিতির সামনে দিয়ে মানে সামনে দিয়ে মাছিও গেছাই লই গিয়ে ধরি যাইতে চেষ্টা করে আর হিসকিনে কিতে
হ্যাঁ তুই গেলে
খবর নাই কিতে আহামরি কথা আছো সামনে দিয়ে কতটা কিতে খরচ করি গেলাম আর হিতি 100 সামনে দিয়ে 100 টাকা এগুলো হতে বিরে
এগুলো ধরে রাইয়ে তো হেসে দিয়ে আর বিচারে
আর ধরে দেখতে আপনি আই কোন হাইতা নাই এলাই আর তাই
আচ্ছা আমি আর দিতে চাই না ও কাছে এটা মেলা
আচ্ছা আর কিছু পুরো দুই ছিল
ওই
To the pitch slow. Every look that he's trying to go. And this time he will get a single. What happened really was lack of pace allowed him. He was waiting for pace to hit it to mid wicket, but lack of pace. He was too the short hitter. So he just dragged it. That's what happened. So dragged it more towards far left. He was aiming more mid wicket. Excellent bowling. Hassan Shakib, I thought he picked it up late. Mustafiz, he does it really well. He's a bowler who gets the slow ball to die on the batter soon. That can be a variable factor. I mean, Hassan Mahmood is bowling well, not finding place in the side. That's because Mustafiz, with the older ball, especially in the death overs, he becomes really important. He's been in the side or in the scene for a very long time. Hardly injured. He's always in the playing field. On the day one when he came and burst into the scene, the left arm cutters into the pitch was his go-to ball. And but 10 plus years, he's still good at it. Has been handy performer, no doubt. Mustafiz has been very reliable. Has been a workhorse. Bangladesh still continues from round the wicket. 4 singles in the over. Bangladesh managing to pull it back a little bit. 58 for 1. The Padakali is certainly a beautiful part of Sri Lanka. Those hilltops and lovely sceneries. This is right behind the grandstand. Tanvir Islam will continue with his left arm spin. Gone for 15 in 3 overs. Salman is on strike. Nice. Good. The Sri Lankan batters have been very sensible. A lot about the top order of the Sri Lankan side. Predominantly, Hamid Mendes who batted at number 4 ever since he came into the side, was batting late order against the Indian series. He was batting at number 7. It's a number of innings average of 25 batting at number 4. striker just under 73 with only 2 half centuries. I think this is where Sri Lanka selectors have kept lost faith on Nishan Madhuskar. He reap the confidence back to the selectors. A lot of them can feel, can bat really well, can use a long handle. But when it comes to international cricket, you've got to be consistent because most of the time you're playing in root surface. At the moment, it's down to singles and singles only. There are more beautiful places. You know that the Mahabali River flows from Kandy. It's beautiful. Goes to Trincomalee. And the other unique thing about Kandy, I believe, is that it Mahabali surrounds the Kandian kingdom. You never enter Kandy without crossing the river. And it used to serve as a kind of a protective cordon during the days where the colonial powers would look to attack and take over the Kandian kingdom. So lots of history about the Mahabali River and the Kandian kingdom, the last kingdom of Sri Lanka. Yeah, it's much more. Only slightly shorter. And first boundary after 22 deliveries behind square and brings up the 50 partnership between Nisanka and Mendes. Yeah, waiting for it and playing it late. And down behind point. Beautifully done.